Hey guys, this is Jaden Stormcouch from Team Shadowstrike, and I have a deck profile here for you, so you can probably guess what it is if you've been paying attention to my wall. But before I get into it, I need to get a few things off my chest. I haven't posted videos in a while. It's been at least a week, and I really don't have, guys, I try to post videos as often as I can, because I love doing it. If truth is, guys, I haven't really had the best week. I've been swamped with schoolwork, had some personal issues pop up, and it's been really hard to deal with. And one of the only solaces I have in my life is my YouTube channel and Vanguard and my friends. So I try to do it as much as I can because it keeps me from going insane. So I'm sorry I haven't done videos for you guys. I try to do videos when I know I'm at least in the best frame of mind that I can be and still make the videos enjoyable and informative. If I come on and I do a video for you guys and it's half-ass, it's really not worth my time, and it's not worth your time to even watch the fucking thing. So I apologize I haven't been around. Like I say, I always am trying to do videos for you guys because I love doing it, and I love interacting with you guys. I don't care if it's a simple comment. I don't care if you send me a message. I gotta get rid of this pop-up because it's annoying the living fuck out of me. I try to do this as much as possible because it's just great to be able to talk to other people about a game that I just love so much. So thank you very much for your support and your continued support and the understanding that, there are some times where literally I just am gone just because I get pretty busy at times, which I'm sure most of you can understand because every now and again we just get busy in our normal day lives, and just things like this just kind of get shoved down because either A, we don't have time, or B, I just don't have the energy, and 3, like I said, I don't want to make videos that show that I'm trying to rush and I just want to because I've seen YouTubers sometimes do it. I just want to get this video up so you guys have new content, so you'll leave me alone. Here you go, shut up, here's a new video. If I ever catch myself doing that is the day I'll stop, because I want my videos to be as good as they can for you, because if they're not, then there's really no point in you watching it if it's not at least as best as I can make it. So anyway, guys, this is a deck profile I've been waiting to bring you forever. This is my version of the, get his full name here, Transcendence Dragon, Dragonic Novel Dragon Vague deck. It's been playtesting very well. I've only played it in 2 tournaments. I'm 1 of 1. I should be 2 of 0. I took it to my locals today, and I met 4, let's see, I think there was 4 of them? I think 4 of them. 4 kids came up from another city. I really enjoyed meeting them. They were great kids. I got to play one of them in the finals. It was a Vague versus some Gold Paladin Ezreal Garmor mix, and I lost to him, not because I made a terrible move. I miscalculated. Now, that's not an excuse. He still won the game. I take my hat off to him, but it really ticks me off when I make a simple miscalculation of guard shield. He swung for 23, I guarded for 33, and it didn't register in my head that, hello, Garmor gains plus 5,000 when he attacks if they're on limit break. So it's my own fault. I take full responsibility for the action, and it really pissed me off. It took me about 30-45 minutes to get over it. A good conversation with a friend, Cody, of mine. Cody always seems to know how to calm me down. He's a really good friend. I love him to death. A perfect example, I'd be lost without my friends. If Cody hadn't have talked to me and given me my 20 minutes, because I gave him a lift home, if he hadn't given me that 20 minutes to cool down, and then just to start talking to me to get me focused on something else, I probably would have came home, went to my freezer, grabbed a bottle of Crown, and just chugged the whole thing and went to bed stinking drunk, and then woke up the next morning with a headache, and it's just not the best thing for me to do. So that's been, I know you guys, there might be a couple of you, I really don't care, just shut up and get on with the deck profile. But for those of you who may care, I'm sorry that I haven't been around. I will continue to try and do videos. We got something really special going on right now on the channel, and if you know it, you should know what I'm talking about if you watch my videos. So, I got a lot of cool new videos here for you, starting off with my Vague deck profile. So here we go with our grade zeros. It's a Kagro deck, so why are we really even talking about the starter? Conroe is the best starter for Kagro decks in general. Now, eventually this card is said to get the hammer that it did in Japan, where it can't be used as the starting Vanguard anymore. If it does, guys, I've already play tested with Red Pulse Draco Kid, and this deck plays the same. It's exactly the same. My deck is built extreme for consistency. For triggers, 3 Blu-ray Draco Kid, 3 Embodiment of Spear Tar, and 2 copies of Lizard Soldier Gora. This is the new critical trigger out of set 14. I was able to pick 2 of them up at my sneak peek. I personally don't like the Embodiment of Spear Tar. I really never have. Blu-ray Draco Kid and that critical trigger so far are my favorites, and the one that comes out in set 15. And then here we go for, I play 4 draw triggers. The Seal Dragon draw trigger, it acts like a Margle. You call it to a rear guard, move it to a soul, and plus 3k somewhere. And then for heal triggers, I'm playing only 2 copies of Dragon Monk Gojo, because the new heal trigger in set 14 is HOT hot. And that is Dragon Dancer Barbara. Mark my words, for every Kagro deck that I ever make for the rest of my life, that will be the heal trigger to it. That art is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to get more boxes of set 14. I will hold on to all of the Kagro heal triggers. That card is hot. Grade 1s, we play 4 copies of another just gorgeous card, and that is Dragon Dancer Maria. It is our new Kagro Perfect Guard, and the 3rd one that we have. I just love this artwork, and so when I saw this card, I said for my Vague deck, that's going to be my perfect. For continuing with grade 1s, I play 4 copies of Novel Roman Dragon. Now, this might seem a little weird because a lot of people only play 2 of this card because they're like, well, Jaden, you can just search it out with Conroe. The reason I play 4 is I do not want to have to waste my Conroe on him unless I have to. If I can open up with this, any grade 2, and Vague in my opening hand, I'm set. Or if I open up with a grade 1, a grade 2, and Vague, I'm set, because I can then use the Conroe to search this out if I don't draw it. And if I do have this in my opening hand with a grade 2 and Vague, I can use Conroe to search out my 10k booster, a Perfect Guard, or anything. You know, so 4 Novel Roman Dragons, and even after his effect is no longer useful to you, he is still a solid 7k booster. And then we play 3 copies of Dragon Monk Gojo. He's pretty much staple in almost any and all Kagro deck. Rest, drop, draw. Hand Correction 101. And then 3 copies of Dragon Knight Ashgar, the coolest looking Persona booster that there is. Whenever he's boosting a Vague, the grade 4, he boosts for 10. Simple. And he's still a solid 7k boost, which is amazing. Going to the grade 2s. We play 4 copies of Novel Critic Dragon. This card is awesome. I love this card to pieces. Its effect is, when this unit is placed on Vanguard or Rearguard, you counterblast 1 and you reveal 1 copy of Transcendence Dragon Dragonic Novel Vague, or the grade 4, and you can pop anything on the field. That is absolutely insane. I like it when I can drop 2 of these as my 2 front row Rearguards, counterblast 2 and reveal Vague, and pop 2 units. I love this card. I don't understand why you wouldn't max out on this. Going to the rest of the grade 2s, we play 4 copies of Bellicosity Dragon. This is the damage flipper for Kagro. This card, it just applies more pressure, because the more times this unit's attack hits your opponent's Vanguard, you get to reuse Counterblast. So that means more Novel Critic Dragons, possibly using Vague's Limit Break, or you can possibly get off Berserk Dragon another time. Berserk Dragon, staple Kagro, it's like the Blaster Blade of Kagro. You just Counterblast 2 and you can retire at grade 2 or less Rearguard. And then we go into the boss units. We play, for the grade 3s, we play 4 copies of Dauntless Drive Dragon. Arguably one of the best break rides, if not the best break ride there is. His ability is pretty simple. When a Kagro rides this unit, the new unit gains plus 10k, and after he gains a skill. Whenever the unit that rides this attacks the Vanguard at the end of that battle, whether the attack hits or not, you may drop any 3 cards from your hand and restand. And he doesn't lose Twin Drive, so that's even more amazing. And then his standard skill, like all the break rides have, is they have that skill where they get up to 13,000, so they can hit a cross ride. His is if you if I think it's if you have more rear guards. Yeah, if the number of rear guards you have is more than your opponent, he boosts for he's a 13k attacker, so very consistent. And then for the boss of the deck and the one and only legal grade 4 in the game today is 4 copies of Transcendence Dragon Dragonic Novel Vague. One of the coolest looking artworks I have ever seen on a card. I like how he's standing right in front of the earth. So let's read his effects. He is pretty complex. Even though his effects are pretty well wide note, I'll read them just for S&Gs, shits and giggles. His effect is Limit Break, Counter Blast 3, and Soul Blast 3, and choose a copy of Transcendence Dragon Novel Vague from your hand, and discard it. Retire all of your opponent's rear guards. So for a Counter Blast of 3, a Soul Blast of 3, and a Persona Blast, wipe your opponent's board. So that is amazing, guys, and it's simple. There's no other card in this deck that uses the Soul. Well, do the math. He's a grade 4, which means Conroe retires himself when you kill him, and then for your grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4, that means there's 3 in the Soul, so it's real easy to get off. And then his other abilities are Continuous Vanguard. During your turn, all of your opponent's triggers effects are nullified. That means they do not gain power boosts off triggers, and they do not gain the effects. They do not heal, they do not stand, they do not draw, and they do not gain the boost. Second effect, or third effect actually, Continuous Vanguard. During the battle that this unit attacks a Vanguard, your opponent cannot call grade 0 units from your hand to the Guardian Circle. It is a silent Tom as a cross ride. Enough said. And then another ability, Continuous Effect, while it's on a rear guard. And this unit gets minus 1,000 on a rear guard, so it's at only 12,000 power, which is still amazing. It serves as a 12k attacker almost. Actually, it does serve as a 12k attacker. And then, of course, the standard Lord ability. So, there you go. I call him Vague, or as I like to call him, is the fuck you card, because he literally just wins games. And I've built this deck for extreme consistency. I will tell you, people... I had someone ask me the other day how expensive this deck is to build. This is the most expensive deck that you can build in Vanguard right now. Dauntless is anywhere from $35 to even $40, and Vague is about a $45 to $48 card right now. So if you do want to build this deck, you will be spending quite a bit of money. Is it beatable? Yes. Is it stupid and OP? Of course. But there are things out there that are going to come out that are going to be even better than this. You know, it's all just part of the game. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my Transcendence Dragon Dragonic Novel Vague deck profile. I've waited so long to bring you this deck profile. So many more deck profiles will be coming soon. As you know, Set 14 Sneak Peek was last weekend, so the Set 14 release will be this weekend. I'm not going to be able to buy boxes of my own this weekend because I had other things come up. I did order a couple of boxes with some friends, so I will tell you how those come out. I might even film them for you. So anyway, here we go, guys. So I hope you enjoy it. There'll be lots of new deck profiles coming up. You can expect a Grand Uzzle deck. You can suspect a Dominant Dauntless. You can expect Minerva. All kinds of cool deck profiles from Set 14, so please stay tuned for those deck profiles. Thanks for your understanding for me being away. I promise I will try to continue to do videos as often and as much as I can. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up this video. Subscribe to my channel if you already haven't for deck profiles, random rants, deck discussions, all kinds of fun stuff. So thank you very much, guys, and I hope you all are doing well. See ya.